Hello and welcome into the Knicks-Verse Game Day Live. For the NBA Cup semifinals, the New York Knicks have finally, after going twice in a row to the quarterfinals, they finally got over the hump and have made it to Vegas. They are one of the final four teams, and they battle the Orlando Magic, who they've already battled 3 times this season, and they have a 1-2 record against them. We're going to break this down. We're going to discuss the relevance of the cup itself and what it might mean for New York Knicks fans. I'll speak on behalf of myself as well, and from what I've been hearing from lots of other fans. So welcome into the Knicks-Verse. If this is your first time here, please subscribe. And if you've been here before as well, please subscribe. Hit the thumbs up button for me. Turn on a notification bell so you are alerted when I go live or drop a new video. There will be a recap, obviously, of the game that takes place today. Right now, it's about almost 4 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. The game starts at 5:30. It's on Prime, and it's going to be exciting. I think I'm hyped about this, guys. I don't know about you guys, but I am hyped as fuck. Seriously, this is like very meaningful games here as far as I'm concerned. We're going to get into it. Shout out to the chat. Thank you guys for showing up here, man. We got Sky Driver, Jose Castillo, Old Man Knicks fan, and El Cid. What's up, brother? Good to see you guys in the house here. Let's get into it and start breaking this matchup down. So here we go. It's game day. It's on Prime. And ESPN New York, I think the radio, I think that's the radio one. Yep, 5:30 start on Prime. Hopefully it is a legitimate 5:30 start. These games that have been on Peacock and Prime have been starting a lot later than I'm used to, than I need it to be. You know, if you say 5:30, start at 5:30. You know, but you know, if you want people to watch stuff beforehand, say 5:45. You know, we'll tune in for the 15 minutes ahead of time. At least we'll know. Our expectations will be set, and I hope they take care of those audio levels. Prime has been all over the place. I don't know if when you're watching it, their own promos for their own shows, it's like loud. But then the commercials, regular commercials, it's like it spikes even higher. And then you go to listen to the games, and it's like the whispering like this. It's like, man, get it together. If you want to join the broadcast leagues, you got to get into it. Here is the current bracket. Look at this. 4 teams remain. OKC and Spurs will battle it later on tonight in Vegas to represent the West, and the Knicks have to battle the Magic here at 2:30, beginning 2:30 at my time, 5:30 your time. The significance of this, I got to tell you, it's interesting because a lot of people have speculation. Does the cup mean anything? Does it really mean much at all? Well, I'm going to tell you right now, yeah, it does, because this cup is not going away. The hype for this thing is skyrocketing. And the beautiful thing about this is there are no other games today on Saturday, December 13th. This is it. So if you have a thirst to watch an NBA game, this is the game you're going to watch. All eyes of the NBA world are going to be focused on these 2 games today. That raises the profile tremendously. That feels like a real playoff game. So and for years to come, they're going to keep playing this. And let's say 15, 20 years from now, they'll be talking about the early years as well. And then you'll see the significance of these tournaments. So winning the championship, now it's never happened where the champion of the NBA Cup has won the actual NBA Finals championship, or I think even been in the finals. I don't think that's even happened either. But this year has the chance to be that. This could be the preview for the NBA Finals. If you look at this, OKC is clearly the cream of the crop, by far the best team in the NBA, and they will probably, most likely, barring some weird freakish injuries or something crazy happening, some crazy trade happening that changes the shifts the power structure in the West, OKC is most likely going to defend their championship that they won last season. I mean, the Nuggets is the other team that could do it, but right now, the Spurs are, and that's what's great about today's matchup. Wembanyama has returned for this game, so this could be a match. This could be a preview of the NBA championship finals, with the Knicks have the second best record in the NBA. In fact, let's go to this. Here are the standings right now by winning percentage. OKC, number one. They've only lost one game. They've won 96% of their games after playing 25 of them. And right there, Knicks tied for 5th best record in the NBA with a 17-7, a 70.8 winning percentage. And look who's right there with them, the Spurs. And the Orlando Magic is listed 9th here, but really they're technically 10th. So of the 4 of the final teams in this are in the top 10 in record in the NBA this season. So you can see that this is not like a freakish thing. Like in the years past, we've seen that. I think it was the Hawks. They've been other teams that they weren't really up there, but somehow because of the structure of the schedule, they got to the semifinals or the quarterfinals, but they really weren't the top teams. Well, this is legitimately 4 of the top 10 teams, no doubt. And when you look at the East, it's clear to see that the Knicks are number 2 right now in the East. In fact, let's pull this up. Let me filter this for that. Yeah, let me filter it here. Conferences. East. Here we go. Look at that. Knicks only 2 losses behind the Pistons. The Pistons won the game last night. They destroyed who was that? Jesus, I can't even remember who that was. They killed them. It was the Hawks. It was the Hawks. The Hawks are beginning to feel a little bit like pretenders. Toronto's been slipping. Boston finally lost a game or 2. I don't really believe that they are the 3rd best team. I think at some point, Sixers won a big game yesterday, but it's clear to see that, and I'm predicting, and if you've been watching this channel before, I'm predicting by mid-January, the Knicks will be the number 1 team in the East. And other people are talking about this. Is this the time for the Knicks to just go on a run, and then they can just establish themselves, and then for the second half of the season, they can basically hide at the top and not have to overplay their players. And I think it's a great strategy. Our strength of schedule is not that strong in the next for the next couple of, I think, next 2 months. It's not that strong, including like December and January. We're already been halfway into December. And the finals game, this game today does count against the Knicks record, against any of the 4 teams record. But the NBA Finals, the NBA Cup Finals, does not count against the record, which I think is a mistake. I think it should count, because if you have to get out there and battle, you should have an extra perk that would incentivize you to play, to go for it. That would help you in the regular season, maybe help you in the playoffs as well. Like, for example, if you win the NBA Cup, regardless, you're going to have home field advantage throughout the playoffs. How do you like that? Would that be cool? Now, that would give teams a major incentive to try and win now. So let's keep. And if it's OKC wins it, then it doesn't really change much. But definitely, like, let's say the Knicks did win it, I would give the Knicks the home field advantage for the rest of it, including the finals. Including the finals. That would really make the NBA Cup incredibly relevant. All right, let's get back to this. Shout out to the chat. We got Drew's Reviews in the house. What's up? I'll come and check what's going on over here in a bit. It's an exciting day. It's an exciting day. And I'm going to tell you another reason why. Well, let's move here, and then I'll keep talking here. Here's a tale of the tape. The comparisons right now, as we already looked at the records. The Knicks are 4-1 in the Emirates NBA Cup, where the Magic are they haven't lost. 5-0. The East seed, they are the 4th, and we are the 2nd. Season series, it's 2-1 for Magic, 1-2 for us. So, again, why this game is very important is because if the Knicks win today, they will even the series 2-2 between both teams. And let's say the Magic makes some incredible trade before the deadline, and they just become a powerhouse on their own, and they surge to the top. Right now, they're ranked, they're 3rd, tied with the Celtics. But what if they just keep surging? And they're still 3 losses behind us. But anyway, let's say they keep surging, and we end up tied in records at the end of the season, 2-2 with points differential being the tiebreaker. It could matter. The same thing could be said if the Orlando Magic beat us today. They'll clearly have the tiebreaker. They have it now, but then they'll solidify it even more so. So there is actual relevance for the regular season hanging in the balance here today. Plus, there's also, the pride factor, to be able to, own it over another team. Now, in the past, that hasn't really worked against the Knicks. Last season, the Cleveland Cavaliers situation a couple seasons ago, we ended up humiliating them, mostly thanks to Mitch Robinson, who there's been rumors about trades with him. We'll get into that later on in this preview. And then last season with the Celtics, the Knicks did not beat the Celtics, Cavs, or OKC at all. And I think there was another team. I think the Lakers also were included in there. Maybe the Lakers, we won one. That was it. I think the Knicks were like 1-7 again. Oh no, I forgot the actual record. But anyway, the Knicks could not defeat the teams that were better than them. And then in the playoffs, the Knicks just snatched the souls of the Celtics and their fans in the playoffs and defeated them. So, but even still, this year feels different. This year feels like, like that was a team that couldn't win at home. Last season's Knicks. This season, 13-1, just total dominance at home. This is they picked up a win the other day, so now they're 4-6 on the road. They're inching towards, and I believe that this game is considered a home game for Orlando, I believe. So if the Knicks win, they'll be 5-6. They'll get closer to 500 on the road. A great team needs to be at least 500 on the road and continue to dominate at home. So that's how this is shaping up right now. Look further into these team stats. The Knicks, you can see there's the 4-6 road. Road record for the Knicks, and Orlando's 10-4. But it's really not going to be an actual home game for Orlando. In fact, there'll probably be many more Knicks fans in Vegas there. So that'll be an interesting advantage for the Knicks. When we look at the offensive rating numbers, Knicks are clearly the third best in the NBA right now. You can see they have a 120. Actually, they are second best in the NBA, 121.8. So they are the second highest rated offense in the NBA. That's points scored per 100 possessions. Fabulous. And then where's the Magic? Magic is down here 11th with a 115.7, which is an improvement, I believe, over what they were last season. They struggled offensively last season, and they were just an amazing defense, which that kind of story continues here. The Magic are the 5th rated defense in the NBA right now, behind Golden State, Pistons, Rockets, and the Thunder is just a sick 103.3 defensive rating. It's crazy. But look who's up in the top 10 now. The New York Knicks. And historically, to be a great team, to be a contender, to be a championship, a team that has a legitimate chance to win the championship, everybody knows you should be in the top 10 in both categories. For sure, you should definitely be in the top 10 in net rating. In reality, I go as far as saying you should be in the top 5 in net rating to be a true contender, and that is exactly where the Knicks are. They are 4th in the NBA. A clear 2.3 net rating points ahead of the next closest, which is the Pistons. So you can see by the metrics here, the Knicks are going to eventually overtake the Pistons here in the standings. And the Magic are 9th. So they are a legitimate team too as well. They are very legit. It's going to be tough to win. It's tough to beat good teams 2 times in a row, though the Knicks seem to have the ability to do so. They will be missing Deuce McBride. We'll get into the injury report, but that is the current situation right there with the standings and the net ratings. We got Lex in the house. What's up, brother? Thank you for joining me. Best mod around. So this offensive rating is incorrect. I think maybe this was done a couple days ago. Knicks are now second best offensive rating, and the Magic is up there too now. The team leaders for the Knicks, it's Jalen Brunson, averaging 28.3 points per game. Franz Wagner, 22.7, and he will not be playing. As everyone remembers, he got injured playing against the Knicks, but fortunately for him and for the Orlando Magic organization, he will not. It's not like a 3-month recovery or a season-ending injury. It looked bad. His knee had buckled. It's a left knee ankle sprain. I think that's what they call it. So he might miss, I think, 2 to 4 weeks or be evaluated in 4 weeks. I'm not exactly sure, but it's not a crazy amount of time, luckily for them, because you know what? I don't want any of the great players on any of these teams to get hurt. I want the Knicks to legitimately battle the best and come out the best, and that's the only way you can do it. You know, I mean, of course, law of averages, someone's going to go down at some point. It's going to happen, but at this point, I'm really glad that it's not. He'll be back this season. Rebounds, Karl-Anthony Towns. I think he's in the top. He's in the top. He is, yes. He's top 2. He's the second best rebounder in the NBA behind Nikola Jokic, who's at 12.3. Karl is at 12.0. Paolo Banchero's at just under 8. And in terms of assists, Brunson's at 6.3 this season. And Jalen Suggs, his counterpart there on the other side, is averaging 4.7 assists per game. It's going to be an interesting battle between the two of them. Can Brunson once again punish Suggs and get him into foul trouble as he has done 3 successive games before? It's going to be interesting. One thing I am worried about, if you guys heard the Brunson media interview in Vegas when he arrived there, we're going to battle. I don't know. I don't even know if he's 100%. But no one has said anything about it. No one's reported on it. No one's brought it up or mentioned it. But we heard it. So, but he was out there practicing. So we'll see if we'll see how it goes. But I'm hoping he's 100% to hit that court because we need him, man. He has been dominating this team, this OKC Orlando team. Let's get to these stats here. Here are the Knicks player stats against the Orlando Magic. So this is for the 3 games. Brunson is averaging 31.3 points per game. Karl is under 20 points per game. So he is an X factor here. If Karl has a big game, Knicks will win today. There's no doubt about it. He's shooting just 30% from the field. From the 3-point line. Sorry. He's shooting just 41% from the field. These are just crazy bad numbers for someone like Karl-Anthony Towns. I do not expect that to stay this way. He had a couple of bad games the first 2 games, but now we got OG Anunoby back, and Towns missed one of the games against Orlando, and OG missed one of the games against Orlando. But look at OG's numbers: 63.6% from the 3-point line, 55.6% overall, 14.5 points per game. He's got 2 steals per game. He's a plus 10.5 against the Orlando Magic. So he's clearly just been destroying them, and I expect that to continue. There's no other way around it. I expect that to continue. The next key player in this whole situation right now is Josh Hart. He's a minus 12 against the Magic. He has played all 3 games, but we also played them early when he was still trying to figure himself out. I don't think he started one of those games, but either way, he is shooting 50% overall from the field, only 33% against them. So, and he's been just crazy hot of late. If that can continue, again, Magic have no chance whatsoever if that continues. It's going to require Bane getting 40 points and Banchero getting 35 points or whatever. That's what it's going to require. But with guys like Mikal Bridges and OG Anunoby on the court, that's going to be tough. It's going to be a tall order, especially when you throw in Mitch right there. Another tall order. I wish we had Landry Shamet back. It's a shame. Gershon Yabusele, interestingly, is shooting very well against the Orlando Magic. One of the few teams he's shooting well against. Now, not that many 3-point attempts, just 3 per game, but he's hitting 2 of those 3 in the 3 games that he's played all 3 games. So, be nice for him to continue that progress. We're going to be missing Deuce, but Deuce has struggled against this team. He missed one of the games against them, and then the other game, the game where he got hurt, he was actually not making buckets that game. So that's, again, this could be just, a small sample size, however you want to look at it. But The other guy's interest is going to be key here. Well, everyone's key. Everyone's key. Let's just put it that way. But Tyler Kolek, he's been getting a lot of floor time. He's hitting 50% of his three-pointers. Not that much volume here, of course. But the fact that, he's got some efficiency going there is great because we need that. Brunson, he's making 1 of 4 from a three-point line against this Orlando Magic team. But when he gets inside the arc, he is punishing them. And we saw it in the last game. It's fabulous. He had like 37 points or something like that. So the Knicks' best 2 offensive weapons have been struggling from the three-point line against Orlando. I expect that to turn around today, and the Knicks will put them to the test. Now let's look at what the Magic have been doing against the Knicks. These are their stats against the Knicks. Franz Wagner's averaging 24 points a game against us, but he won't be playing today. So somewhere, somehow, the Magic's going to have to make up those 24 points. It could be Desmond Bane picking it up. He had a huge game in the quarterfinals, and I forgot how much he scored. Like in the 30s, 37 I think is what he scored. If he can replicate that against the Knicks, then that becomes a problem. Suggs is averaging 19 points a game, but he's averaging less than 1 of 4 from the three-point line, where Bane has been hitting from the three-point line against us, 47.1%. So that's going to be a key matchup there. Who's going to cover Bane, and how they're going to throw him off his three-point game? I'm expecting it'll probably be they put Hart on Banchero last time. So I'm expecting it's probably going to be Mikal Bridges on Bane, and it'll probably be OG Anunoby on Banchero. So that means Cat on Carter, and Hart on on Black, because Black also did hurt us. Because I definitely don't want Brunson on Black. And that means Brunson will be on Suggs. I think Brunson can deal with Suggs. I think that's probably most of the matchups for today. But you can see Banchero only averaging 10 points a game against us. 33% from the field. He's hitting 50% from the three-point line, but inside the arc, he has been completely ineffective. So that's going to be an interesting matchup once again. Can OG Anunoby and at times Hart and Mikal, those trio, can they continue to keep him struggling? I don't see a way for the Magic to beat us today if either Banchero or Bane struggle. So at this point, Bane has been just kicking ass against us. So I'm putting my money on Banchero to continue to struggle against us, because obviously the Knicks have figured something out, and he hasn't figured himself out this season yet. Maybe the injury threw him off, but that seems what is going on at this moment here between these two guys, these two teams. All right, let me take a water break here. Shout out to the chat. Thank you guys for rolling up. Must shut down Baines, absolutely. I would love to see a blowout today for the Knicks. I would love to see that. We were on the verge. The Knicks built up a 16-point lead against them in the last game, and it was even a 12-point lead with a minute 55 left in the game. And then the subs came in and they shit themselves and let Orlando go on an 8-2 run, and then suddenly it was a much closer game than it needed to be. But if the Knicks can just, the one thing about the Magic is they do have a great defense, and they kept just sticking around the Knicks. But it was in that fourth quarter. Actually, the third quarter is when the Knicks started building up some separation. You can see here, this is the last game they played. In fact, Knicks were down 1-1 in that at the half, but they went on a nice 13-0 run to start the second half. But then Orlando battled back, cut it down to a 3-point deficit. And the Knicks, again, started building it back up and reached the high of 16 was the lead. And they pretty much kept that. Every time the Magic tried to make a little run, they got it like once under 10 points here, midway through the fourth. Knicks kept building it back up. and I like the way they were approaching that fourth quarter. They were pounding inside in the paint. They were destroying them in the paint, actually. And then, yes, because here you can see the Knicks were up, ended up 52-42 in the paint, but it was really flopside in the first half. So that was total domination in the second half by the Knicks in the paint. And then you can see right here, they had a 12-point lead in the last 2 minutes, and they just let it slip away. But I want a really nice, beautiful, comfortable lead here, a comfortable win for the Knicks to show the NBA who this real Knicks team is. They are the second best offense in the NBA. They do have a top 10 rated defense, and their defense has been coming on of late, very strong. All right. What's up? Slow Runner 14. What's up? He says, Banchero looks like he's still getting back into basketball condition. In my opinion, Bane, Black, and Suggs are the key to the game. Cat needs to stay out of early foul trouble. Absolutely. Absolutely. Cat needs to stay out of early foul trouble. Black has been hitting his buckets of late, though, you know, for the season, he's not a great three-point shooter. He has not been for his career, but he's willing to take the shot and bury it. He's the one who took the three-point shot to put them up by 1 point at the end of the first half. And Hart just watched them do it. But Cat, I really hope Cat comes out and has a really big... The key to this whole season, the key to the Knicks going all the way, we know what Brunson's going to do. Brunson's going to dominate. Brunson's going to cook and destroy his opponents. He's going to frustrate them. But, you know, he's one guy. We know that OG is going to basically play at an all-defensive level. And right now, offensively, his efficiency is through the roof. He's one of the top 5 net rating players in the NBA, in the entire NBA right now. One of the top 5. Macau, he's having career year in steals, blocks, what else? Assists. What else is he doing? I forgot. He's not having a career in points, but he's having a fabulous season himself. Defensively, he's stepping it up big time. He seems happier. He's more in the flow of the offense. He can go on streaks for three-pointers, which really create a lot of separation for us. And he's hitting that corner 3, and OG's hitting the other corner 3, and Mike Brown's entire offensive structure is set up to exploit the corner 3. So we know what those guys are going to do. Josh Hart, fortunately, he started off cold as fuck. I wanted him to be traded. I was disgusted by the way he was playing. He was playing like an idiot. And then suddenly, he snaps into it. I don't know if maybe he heard me. If you saw one of my thumbnails, Hart hurting team. And I did that intentionally, because it's the only way I can affect anything, if I can even try. And maybe he heard it, and he takes things really personally. And he has the heart of a champion. He is a champion. He won twice with the Villanova Wildcats. And he turned it around. He is not hesitating when he's open. Boom, he's making that bucket. When they try to put a big on him, he exploits that. He's not hesitating anymore. He's making quicker decisions. Does he still make stupid fouls here and there? Yes, he still does. But he's cut them down. And what he's giving us offensively and defensively is offsetting the mistakes that he still sometimes makes. So I think he can continue that. Is he going to continue shooting at the level he's shooting right now? We'll see. I mean, I'll take it. It'll be fabulous. But I don't know. I don't know if he's going to, but either way, we have Landry Shamet coming back. We have Deuce coming back, who are incredible three-point shooters when it matters. And also, have you noticed that while Deuce has been out, it's been Josh Hart who's been hitting those big three-point momentum-changing three-pointers. He's been the one. Usually it's Deuce that stops the opponent's rally. Hart has been doing that in the past couple of games. So shout out to him for that. Mitch, you know, I am a little concerned by his conditioning. He does look a little old and slow out there. He doesn't look like the guy that last May, completely, or it was last April or May, I can't remember when it was, when he completely, he was a one-man wrecking crew on the Boston Celtics, shutting them down on one possession that was unbelievable. It ended up stripping the ball. It was like it's on my timeline on Twitter. Fabulous. One of the greatest closeout plays I've ever seen, ever. Now, maybe by then, he'll be in that conditioning again. I hope so. But we need him to start turning it around. So the two bigs are the two. And Cat, his efficiency numbers need to come around. He definitely is not this kind of player. He is shooting career lows, I believe, in three-point shooting, in field goal shooting. In fact, let's look at this. Not frequency, accuracy. Yeah, let's go here. All right. I don't know if you can see it yet, but well, he is shooting. He's in field goal percentage. He's at a career low 52.1%. 52.1%. Where last season he was at 58.6%. Around the rim, he's only finishing at 60%. Where last season he was at 67%. His mid-range game, man, all of it is underwater compared to last season. And then when you look at the three-point shooting, last season he averaged 42%. The season before that averaged 42%. The season before that 37%. Season before that 41%. This year he's at 35%. That is career low. Actually, the lowest was his very first season at 34%. So I don't believe that he's going to stay down there. But the turnaround has to start happening soon. And I'm expecting it to begin happening today. In fact, it may have already started happening. In fact, let's get into this. Let's see how he's been doing in the last 10 games. Last 10 games. Yes, last 10 games. Karl-Anthony Towns is shooting 52% from the field. He's shooting almost 44% from the three-point line. 89% from the three. Okay, there you go. So he has turned it around in terms of efficiency. But the story doesn't end there. There's more to Karl-Anthony Towns. Check this out. B-ball index. Put this out. This is advanced stats on Karl-Anthony Towns as the playmaker. This is his playmaking grades. His overall playmaking talent, he's in the 85 percentile, which is a grade of an A-. Now, this is per your position, I believe. Yes, his advantage position is on-ball big, archetype, versatile big, offensive archetype, versatile big, and defensive role, mobile big. All right, so his passing creation volume, 69%, a B. So, but we've seen some great passes from him of late. But a B, a solid. Passing creation quality. Now, this is the actual texture of the pass themselves, how much they actually lead to a make. 93 percentile and a grade A. Passing efficiency, A+. Passing versatility, an A. That's one thing. He hasn't been throwing the ball away as much as he was last season. His turnovers are down. His on-ball gravity, I believe, to me, this is a little low, in my opinion. B+. I think should be much higher. He creates a lot more gravity than that. Assists per 75 possessions, 60 percentile as a B-. Hey, that's better than last season because last season, remember, often when he drove, there was no way he was ever going to pass. Now, it's increased to some degree, not as much. That's definitely an area where he has to work on more. So he creates a little more. He puts a little more indecision in the defense in whether the guy's going to help out or not. Because if he helps out, right now he knows he can help out every time because Towns doesn't kick the ball out. But if he starts kicking that ball out a little more often, then it just makes that defender, freezes that defender a little more and gives him a better opportunity to decide what to do and finish at the hoop. The next thing here is, now this was put out by Automatic NBA, this Venn graph here, which takes the 90th percentile players in scoring, playmaking, and defense. This is as of December 9th. This is a very fascinating stat right here. In fact, let me pull this up over here so I can see it a little bigger. Here we go. So, the scoring, it's points added per 75 possessions. So it's volume times efficiency. That's for the scoring section of this Venn. Now we have guys up here like Norman Powell, 97%, Duran, 96%, Giannis over here on the left side over here, 99%, Markkanen, 95%. So we got, I mean, Julius is here, 93%. And then we have the playmaking zone, which is the yellow zone over here. That's the average of playmaking talent and impact on teammate shot quality via B-ball index. All right, so obviously you're going to have guys like Kate Cunningham, 99%. Giddey right here, 94%. Lonzo Ball, 98%. You know, those are the obvious guys there. You see, who else is interesting here? John Morant, 95%. Then you come over to the red zone, the red circle, which is defense. And here you have Osor Thompson, 97%. I'm sure Amon is in here as well. The Twins, yeah, Amon's down here, 90%. You got Cason Wallace, who's been fabulous this season, defensively, 99%. Jalen Williams, look at Isaiah Hartenstein, 100 percentile. Wembanyama, 99 percentile. Mikal Bridges, 91 percentile. I don't think OG's in here because he missed a lot of games. So this is you have to reach a certain threshold of games played, and that is determined by average of D LeBron via B-ball index and D EPM via dunk and threes. So those are the two areas that this data was pulled from. Now, when you start looking at where they overlap, look where scoring and defense overlap. Right here, Karl Anthony Towns, Chet Holmgren, and Mark Williams. Those are the three, and they turn out to be three bigs. Karl's at 90 percentile in scoring and 92 percentile in defense, and that's why he's in his like exclusive zone right here. And then you look to the left, which is circling scoring and playmaking, and here you have a cluster of guys. You have Durant, Harden, Austin Reeves, Luka, Steph, Joker is in here. So that's where this area. This is Jaylen Brown, Jalen Brunson right there, 92 percentile in scoring, 96 percentile in playmaking. But the number one guy in all three, right there in the middle, is the reigning MVP, and he will probably be the MVP as well if the Thunder continue this way. 100 percentile scoring. 98 percentile playmaking, 95 percentile defense. But Cat right there, he's holding his end up defensively. And scoring-wise, he's in a 90 percentile, and I just showed you for the season, his numbers are way down compared to his career averages. But they're starting to tick up, and that's coincided with the Knicks on this win streak where they've won 8 out of the last 9 or 7 out of the last 8 or something like that. It's no mystery. Cat is the pivotal player for this team. And I believe that once he starts, if he continues clicking like he is right now, he'll start putting up 40-point games. Man, that block he had on Scotty Barnes last time, that was fabulous, a thing of beauty. Without fouling, he's coming around. He's coming around just at the right time. Beautiful. All right, shout out to the chat. Hey, if you guys want to support the channel, there's a join button down below. You get all the information on what you get. It's a lot of fun. You get discounts on merch. Though right now there is a discount on Knicks-Verse merch for everybody. It's a holiday discount. It's right down below in the yellow text. It's 15% off, and the code is holiday15. So check it out. You can still order in time for Christmas, I believe. I believe you still can. I just ordered some stuff the other day for my nieces and my son. My sisters, not my nieces. I do have a niece now. Adorable little. Oh, she's so cute. Let's see what else we got going here. Must shut down Baines. Yes. I want to hear from you guys. What do you believe? I want to put a little poll out here. Do you believe Cats offense efficiency will rise to career averages by end of season. Yes or no? All right, let's go Knicks. What's up, Connor? All right. Let's see here. We got here. Yes, a big game for we need to see it. We need to see some big. I want to see like a 40 burger for him. Nice, efficient 40 burger for him, and a 30 burger for Brunson. And we walk into the NBA Cup Finals. Here are the last 5 games for the Knicks. The last time they lost was against the Celtics. That was a tough loss there. Knicks almost made a comeback, but look at the domination lately. 119 to 104 over the Hornets, 146 to 112 over the Jazz, 106 to 100 over the Magic, which should have been a double-digit one, but they destroyed the Raptors 117-116. And here are the last 5 games for the Magic. They are 3-2 the last 5 games. One of those losses was against the Knicks, and one of the win. Oh no! Oh, they've played more games than us since the last time we played. They lost to the Spurs, and they lost to us. They beat the Bulls. They beat the Heat. That was an impressive win. That was a tight one, 106, 105. I believe that was a comeback one. Not sure. And then they beat the Heat again, 117, 108. I think that was the comeback one. One of those two were the comeback one. And but that game, Bane exploded for 37 points there. We went into we already looked at the previous matchup here. We know Jalen had 30 points. Oh, it was 30 points, not 30. Mitch, 13 rebounds there. Beautiful. 9 assists for Jalen. Yeah, I want to see the assists tick up. Definitely want to see those tick up. Injury report. Franz Wagner is out with the ankle. Oh, it's ankle. I thought it was a knee. His brother is also out with the knee. And Castleton is out as well with the hand. And then when we look here, the Knicks injury report, Deuce McBride out with the ankle and Landry Shamet with the shoulder. I think by next Sunday, we will hear, not this Sunday coming, not tomorrow, we'll hear. The next Sunday, we'll get an update on Landry Shamet's shoulder situation. They, what is this thing? It's way behind. All right, there we go. What I want to talk about? What did I want to talk about? Here's what I want to talk about. If the Knicks defeat the Magic and the Thunder defeat the Spurs on Tuesday, there could very well be a preview of the NBA Finals, the actual NBA Finals. Now, the Knicks can win this cup. You know, anything can happen when it's a one-game playoff. Anything can happen. We've seen the Villanova Wildcats defeat the mighty Patrick Ewing Georgetown Bulldogs. You know, we've seen it happen. We've seen NC State, Jimmy Valvano's NC State do incredible things. So it can happen. It's more of, can it happen over a 7-game series is really the question. How amazing would it be if the Knicks were to deliver just the second defeat to OKC this season? Now, it won't count in the standings, so their winning streak will still continue technically, but everyone else will know the Knicks took care of business, and they handed OKC that loss. And just what that would do for setting up and hyping up an incredible NBA Finals, it would be fabulous. But if the Knicks lose and they get their asses handed to them, it's definitely going to take a lot of the juice out of a matchup between these two teams in the actual NBA Finals. So I believe Adam Silver and the NBA and the networks, they want either a super close game, because a super close game that the Knicks lose will still be good. Will still be good for ratings and for excitement and enthusiasm for seeing these two teams have a rematch in the actual NBA Finals. And if the Knicks actually win, that's even more so. But a blowout, like the way they blew out the Suns, oh man, that would kill it. That would kill it. And who knows what would happen in terms of trades at that point. I think that would probably motivate Leon even more so to make trades, because we all know that we've heard about the rumors of Alvarado and Dante DiVincenzo, and I put a video out last night about that. I'm sure you guys have already seen it. If you haven't seen it, check it out. But this is something great for the Knicks, and this is for. And let me tell you, should they put a banner up at MSG if the Knicks win the championship? Absolutely. Absolutely. You would have defeated the current reigning champions if it is OKC. And if it's the Spurs somehow, then you beat the Spurs who beat the champions. You definitely should put up a banner. Take pride in this. You know how, I mean, we haven't won anything since I was 9 years old. This is, I had to suffer through coming close. So don't dilute the significance of winning this NBA Cup by any stretch of the imagination. Look at these teams, the 4 final teams. I told you they're all in the top 10 in records and in net ratings. This will mean a lot. It'll be a tremendous feather in Mike Brown's cap. It will just solidify the championship spirit and pedigree that the Villanova guys have. Brunson, Hart, McCall. It'll be fabulous. It would be fabulous for the NBA, it'd be fabulous for the city of New York, for all Knicks fans if they pull off this victory. And definitely they should put the trophy. It's actually, as JD was saying, the trophy's beautiful. They should put the trophy in a really special spot. I believe that this is something that definitely should, that the NBA, that the Knicks should take a lot of pride in and take advantage of and show it off. Honestly, that's how I feel about this right now. I blew it. There we go. Oh no. I love this video that the Knicks media team put together. All right, let me check out the chat here. Mm-mm-mm. 40 Burger, yes. Got Connor. Hey, Angela Patrick. Sorry. Oh yeah, the Knicks. Trev Bourne. Bane is a dirty player. I tell you, it's looking like that, especially with that little compilation of his nastiness being put out there. Quinn Howling says, gotta watch out for Suggs, Bane, and yes, Wendell Carter Jr. trying to derail our season. That's another reason that I was a little worried about facing the Magic again, especially right now, because the Knicks have gotten hurt. Shamet, that was a dirty screen that Wendell Carter put on Shamet. Fucked up his shoulder. Brunson had Carter beat to the basket, and he put his big foot in front of him, and that's how Brunson stepped on it. That was cheap, you know. And then we saw what Bane did. Yeah, but the Knicks. What I love about what the Knicks did is they stepped up their physicality. They met it, and they actually overcame it. Let's look at the efficiency landscape here. As you can see, Kurt Goldsberry, he circled the 4 teams that are in the NBA Cup. Only the Spurs are down here in terms of defensive negative teams. They're in the negative spot here for defense. Interesting. Knicks and OKC. Clearly the two faves in the quadrant of wow. Beautiful. The Knicks right now, yeah, they overcame the Rockets. They are, in terms of net rating. Rockets were number 2. Actually, the Rockets in net rating were number 2. Oh, this is for the last 10 games. This is the last 10 games. So Knicks are just cooking right now. JD tweeted this out. JD, we all love JD here. He says, this is how the NBA should be. Since the new TV deals, seems like everyone has stepped their game up. NBA working overtime, promoting and marketing. Wemby coming back after missing weeks is a big deal for the league and event too. There's the Knicks, the number 2 team and the number 4 team in the East are battling. The Knicks, number one NBA Cup offensive rating team, 129.4. That's right. That is right. This is a nice little stat that StatMuse put out. The highest plus minus in the East. A Nick, Jalen Brunson, a plus 202. Jalen Duren, plus 195. But the next 4 guys are all Knicks. Cat, OG, McCall, and Hart. Of the top 6 in total plus minus in the East, it's 5 Knicks and 1 Piston. Huge. Beautiful. Beautiful. All right, I think we're going to wind this down. Been on for an hour. We got a nice turnout here. 249 people right now. Beautiful. You guys are you guys hyped? I want to see. You guys hyped for this? Does this mean something to you guys? What would it mean? What would it mean for you guys, for us to win this? Gonna end this poll. Do you believe Cat's offense efficiency will rise to career averages by Anderson? Yes, overwhelming. Yes, it's 83% to 17%. Absolutely. This might be one of the highest rated games of the season so far. We know that if the Lakers had made it, and the Lakers, that would have been fabulous for ratings just because of the markets, the size of the markets it's themselves. But I think the next biggest would be, well, either one. Wembanyama against the Knicks, that would be fabulous in terms of ratings. But OKC, the current champions against the Knicks on Tuesday, also fabulous for ratings. And I don't believe there's any other games on Tuesday, like the way it is today. There's only these 2 games today. So I'm going to jump on after the game is over. Hopefully, I'll be able to get on as quick as possible and put out the recap. I'm not sure I might go live. We'll see, but most likely it'll be a recorded recap because then I want to jump on and watch the next game, OKC and Spurs. So that'll be fabulous. There will be a halftime show. But that's for members only, and that's the members get that. It's like a cool little 3-minute short. I've been putting out almost every single game. It's a lot of fun. Though today, I may put it out for everybody. So stay tuned for that. Yeah. If the Knicks are winning and it's looking good, I may put it out for everybody. This is a mood thing. It's a mood thing. Have a drink, George. It's a little early over here. It's only 1:46 over here. But by the end of the game, I'm sure I will have had at least 1 cocktail for sure. All right, I'm hyped. We're going to wind this down. You guys have been great. The chat has been really robust. I love it. Mike James says Lakers put up a banner. New York Knicks should too. Yes, totally. Cat must dominate his position. 30-plus points tonight. That's Angela Patrick. Yep, we agree with that. Augie Manhattan. Let's go. There we go. Let's see if I missed anything else. Yes, Quinn's right about that. Yeah, we want to come out healthy and lay a punishment upon the Orlando Magic that make them doubt their life choices. That's what I want today. That's what I want. All right. This has been Into the Knicks-Verse. Again, my name is George. Follow me on social media. Subscribe to this channel if you haven't yet. Share the video. That'd be great as well. And if you have been here before and haven't subscribed, please do so. Turn on a notification bell on YouTube so you're alerted when I go live or drop a new video. Also, hit the thumbs up button for me. And if you're watching this in the replay or later on, drop your comments. Love to read them all. Check out the Knicks-Verse store. The link is right there. Link is in the description. There's a discount code right now. You get 15% off on any merch, Holiday 15. And join the channel. If you want to support, be great. It'd be wonderful to support the channel. All right. Thank you so much for watching this. Thank you, Lex the Destroyer. Best mod around. All right, everybody. Let's get this win. Let's get to the finals. And I will see you in, well, don't want to get too ahead of the time. Around the Knicks-Verse, let's go! Finals bound!